I guess as far as how community radio should be preserved is I think that we need to keep making sure that people can use it as a learning space and as a way to get started doing things. I think there's a lot of people who come to CJRU. Some of them host shows for a long time, some of them just host shows for a little while. And I think it's really important to keep that learning space active. And I guess as far as how it can change, I think that we've just been finding, especially with the pandemic, that there's ways that we can make it more accessible for people, either doing radio from home like we've been doing, or maybe there's other ways where we can just reach out to people who don't know about it or who aren't immediately connected to the station, but where then they can connect back and learn about this place that they can tell stories.
When I was younger, I used to actually play radio in my grandfather's basement. And so my journey to radio was always there. My uncle did a reggae show and still does his own podcasting reggae show, having an older brother who DJs and stuff. So the concept of sharing music, that seed was already planted in my head. So it was kind of nice to try something that terrified me, but then I was excited after my first show. And I know some people are like, oh, I don't know if I like hearing myself. I'm like, are you kidding? It's great. I know. It's that's how I knew I belonged, because it was just that moment that made me realize it's this is what I want.
If I were to compare it to mainstream radio, community radio is that passion project, that group passion project where you bring all your friends in and then you have crazy late nights and you're is this a good idea? Are we crazy? And then you do it and then you think you're a genius. That's what it is to me, and that's why I still find importance in it. Who knows its role in the larger media landscape of things? It's very people oriented, and I feel people don't expire. I think I stole that from Michael Scott, The Office. Community radio has that heart to it, and because it's so small, you get to know everyone really well, and you really get to ideate and incubate your creativity in a very detail-oriented and cared-for way. And I hope that stays regardless of what happens.
The most crucial thing that I think campus community radio will provide going forward, and that makes it very viable going forward and alive, is the fact that anybody can potentially have their own program and share their stories in a place that they normally wouldn't necessarily be able to, or maybe have the confidence to, or the opportunities to, right? So I think that's what really makes it very worthwhile is the voices aspect of it. It's the best argument for it, and absolutely one of the only places you'll hear those. Everybody has a story that can be really great.